Yo, it's Chris Creates. Thanks for clicking on the video. Today's going to be a biblical video, so I just want to get that out the way. And also, I just think everyone can learn, so I know a lot of brothers aren't into the Bible, but before you click off the video, just hear out what I got to say. And thanks for watching once again. Now, for those of you that have a Bible, I'll be giving some verses just to, give some context to what I'm saying. But for those of you that don't have a Bible, there's an app called Bible Hub, or a website called Bible Hub if you want to follow along that way. Or maybe I'll even drop some graphics into the video so you guys can read it on your own, with my help. Job is the story about an upright man, as stated in Job 1:1 and 1:8. And the Most High allowed Satan to afflict him, to test him, as stated in Job 1:8-12, and also stated in Job 2:3-7. So he had a back and forth with a couple of his friends, and at the end, as stated in Job 42, that whole thing is about how he was rewarded for his loyalty. And one of the accusations that his friends had, that being Eliphaz, is that he must have made a trespass. And that was the theme of what they were going back and forth about, Job and, his friends. Because they saw what he was going through and him getting sick. And they were saying, you must have done something to get to this point. So, I just wanted to contextualize Job a little bit before we get into the study. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm actually working on a whole entire Job study, but I just wanted to talk about Job 7 because I know a lot in the black community. We deal with death in a very odd way, if you were to ask me, but we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, I just wanted to contextualize Job before I give you Job 7, just so I'm not throwing my own message in there and telling you that's all it's about. But Job 7 was in response to one of the accusations that his friends had, that being Eliphaz. I'm not going to sit here and read that whole entire thing, but for those of you that have a Bible, that's going to be Job 4:1 to 5:27. So that's chapters 4 and 5, essentially. And essentially he said before, as I was stating, why are bad, God doesn't put good people through bad things. As anybody would be, Job gets pretty tight with his friends. I'm not gonna lie. He was like, bro, why are you chastising me and trying to give me a lecture, and I'm sitting here getting ready to die? Like, bro, I just need y'all to be here and comfort me. If you're not gonna do that, y'all could go. He then goes on to say, every man dies, so why all of a sudden why all of a sudden do you guys think that I've committed this grand sin? So I'm going to go through Job 7 briefly. I'm going to actually read Job 7 briefly to you guys to lay out that part of his response. Now, before I get into the reading of Job 7, I just wanted to say that one of the messages, or the main message that I got out of Job 7, and the reason why I made this video, is that every man dies, and that's okay. So let's get into Job 7. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of an hireling? As a servant earnestly desireth the shadow, and as an hireling looketh for the reward of his work, so am I made to possess months of vanity, and wearisome nights are appointed to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I arise, and the night be gone? And I am full of tossings to and fro, unto the dawnings of the day. My flesh is clothed with worms and clouds of dust. My skin is broken and become loathsome. My days are swifter than the weaver's shuttle, and are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is wind. Mine eye shall no more see good. The eye of him that hath seen me shall see me no more. Thine eyes are upon me, and I am not. As the cloud is consumed, and vanisheth away, so he that goeth down to the grave shall come up no more. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him any more. Therefore I will not refrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I a sea or a whale that thou settest to watch over me? When I say my bed shall comfort me, my couch shall ease my complaint, then thou scarest me with dreams and terrifies me with through visions, so that my soul chooseth strangelings and death rather than my life. I loathe it. I would not live always. Let me alone, for my days are vanity. What is man that thou shouldest magnify him, and that thou shouldest set thine heart upon him, and that thou shouldest visit him every morning and try him every moment? How long wilt thou not depart from me, nor let me alone till I swallow down my spittle? I have sinned. What shall I do unto thee, O thou preserver of men? What hast thou set me as a mark against thee, so that I am a burden to myself? And why doest thou not pardon my transgression, and take away mine iniquity? For now shall I sleep in the dust, and thou shalt seek me in the morning, but I shall not be. And that's Job 7. There's a couple things that I grasped from Job 7. One of those things being that our time on earth is already set. You know, I have a time I'm going to die. I have no idea. You have a time you're going to die. You have no idea. Or that's how it should be, at least. You know, that's why you have people that chain smoke for 104 years and, you know, that, and then they finally pass away. And then you have children that fall sick, you know, and then they pass away at an early age. You know, sometimes there's nothing we could do, and that's what I call the inevitable. The inevitable is bound to happen. Like in Job 7:3, it states that there's gonna be those long and hopeless nights, and the things that we go through. Even if we feel like we put our best foot forward and we're, you know, doing the best we can and following the laws and statutes, you know, some bad things are just bound to happen. You know, it doesn't mean, you know, and a lot of people, particularly in the Christian religion, they think that you pick up a Bible, go to church, and all your problems go away. That's not how it works. You know, and Job is a perfect example that that's simply just not how it works. For those of you that are familiar with the whole entire book, you know, or heard, you know, a breakdown or a story about the book of Job. And as stated in Job, between Job 7 and 7 to 10, you only live once. I'm going to read Job 7 to 10. It says, "Oh, remember that my life is wind. Mine eye shall no more see good. The eye of him that hath seen me shall see me no more. Thine eyes are upon me, and I am not. As the cloud is consumed and vanisheth away, so he that goeth down to the grave shall come up no more. He shall return no more to his house, neither shall his place know him any more." Right? So, I'm going to finish up with the closing verse. That being verse 17. "What is a man that thou shouldest magnify him, and that thou shouldest set thine heart upon him?" And I actually have notes right here, as you can see. And I wrote out what I wanted to finish this video saying. That being this: we have to learn to let the dead go. It doesn't make it any less sad when someone passes, but to constantly bring up their names, getting their names tatted on you. And I'm not gonna lie, I did that myself. And you know, I'm still young, so you know, I've done things I'm not necessarily proud of, and I'm not anywhere. Hopefully, I'm not anywhere near my end, and I'm probably gonna do other things that I wish I could have changed. But you know, when you know better, you do better, right? Let's see. When you get the, you know, when you're wearing their face on your clothes, like on the white tees, or putting them on a chain. You know, I understand that people mourn in different ways, but we need to learn to let people go. I've experienced many losses, but you know, you move forward, life goes on. It's going to be sad. You might have your days where you think about them and you might cry. but to, constantly go ham, putting their name on social media and doing all that extra shit. It's a little disordinate, to say the least. But the quicker we accept that we all have our time on earth and that we all pass, the more at peace we'll be when we lose somebody. It was Chris Creates. Thanks for watching this video. That was my study on Job 7. Have a wonderful day. Stay blessed. Peace.